All right, what's up, fellas? Good morning, 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 good morning. How are we doing? What's up, what's up? Back to PokeMMO we go. We got Munchlax to catch still. I'd really like to get Munchlax before the Lunar New Year event, guys. Coming either tomorrow night or probably the 10th. We never know for sure. Most likely coming out in the next like 1 to 3 days. Pretty big deal. Once again, with the Lunar New Year event will come a huge mechanic that was delayed and stalled from the 12th anniversary event that never happened. Seriously, one of the biggest Pokemon updates is about to happen, which is incredible. Now, what do we have to do today? I have to go collect this Pokeyen still, which is funny. Haven't left this spot. Just been hunting for Munchlax. I'm going to hunt here for a little bit, and then we have Twitch rewards to do today for sure. That'll be a big one. And then I have some weird, unfortunate news to talk about. I actually got... Okay. Let me turn this down for a sec. I reached 10,000 followers on Twitch, but not actually. And I'm kind of bummed about this. I want to shame... I don't know who did this. This has been a problem on Twitch for a really long time. Someone follow botted me, and I wanted to just straight up show you guys so there's no like confusion. I gained over 2,000 followers yesterday. Those aren't legit. I went through all of the accounts are like Y, B, W, BX, you know, whatever, right? They're just a combination of things. It sucks. Hopefully I can even get them removed because it sucks to feel like your achievements are taken away from you. I don't want flooded in numbers. I don't want faulty statistics. If I earn 10,000 followers, that's awesome. If not, I don't want it. It sucks that happens. I don't know if someone did it trying to help me or if whoever did it, right? But not cool. Super lame. It just muddles all my Twitch analytics and all my Twitch achievements, really. It's honestly kind of the most genius way. It's kind of almost the most genius way to fuck with me personally because they probably know how much I care about, like, integrity and shinies and I really gotta have OT, and now none of those followers are OT essentially. Oh, unbelievable. So it does kind of suck, but what are you gonna do? It's been a problem on Twitch for like 7, 8, 10 years, so whatever. It sucks. I'd like to see them removed. Whoever did it, shame on you, but I don't know, man. Whatever. Today we're gonna focus on getting Munchlax. It's out of my control, so we're gonna focus on what is in my control. Hunting as hard as possible for Munchlax and trying to maybe get a shiny. I'm at 28,000, a nice healthy 28,150 encounters. You'd love to see it. And I'll see you guys with any updates or at Twitch rewards. Would recommend finishing the story in all regions or going for roaming legendaries. Finishing all regions is aggressively a better use of your time. But if going for roaming legendaries is super fun for you, you know, no harm in it. I will say, specifically and especially right now, going for storyline completions is better if you don't have them done because the Lunar New Year event is coming up in the next 1 to 3 days. So get Sinnoh done ASAP. Apparently someone just got a shiny Breloom in the wild. That's pretty insane. Congratulations to you, Yuri. Holy shit. How much time will you need on average to get one legendary? So how much time for 8K single encounters on average? Great question. We can just break down the math. That's a great question. So if you can get if you're using expert lores, you can get around 300 encounters per hour at like pretty peak efficiency or pretty high efficiency. So I'd say the average player is probably getting like 250 to 280. Let's do like 260 for the math, something like that, maybe 280. So let's do if the legendary rate is 1 out of 8,000. We don't know. It's somewhere, that's the high end. It's somewhere between 1 out of 1K to 1 out of 8K. It's probably somewhere in the middle, probably 1 out of 5K, but we don't really know. It's not released information. We would take this number. Let's divide it by 280. That's a fair amount. So that's going to be like 28 hours. Now, if it's 5,000 divided by 280, that's going to be like 17, 18. Let's say 18, round up. 18 hours. So around 20 to 30 hours probably on average for a legendary hunt would be my guess. Wait, Nick Shark got a Turtwig today? Wait, that's a really big deal. Doesn't that mean that, yeah, Team Mister just knocked off Turtwig off the shiny list for shiny Pokedex? That's actually a huge deal. Yes, sir. Dude, that's big. It's the day that Team Mister completes the first team shiny decks in PokeMMO, that's gonna be a legendary day. That's actually dude, good work to him and congrats. At least that's some sort of consolation prize for his Lions losing. That's super sad, but oh man, congrats to Nick Shark. That's awesome. What's up, Travel Sheep? I like the name. Pat, have you tried the Archetype Counter? I have not, dude. I really do want to try it at some point. I've heard good things. I've heard some people say it's better, some people say it's worse. I've heard like really mixed things. Like some people still prefer GEC, some people prefer the Archetype. I really want to try it. It's a new encounter, kind of, well, quote unquote new. It's probably been out for like 6 months or more now. I really want to try it though at some point. All right, we're gonna switch it up and do some Twitch rewards. We actually don't have that many Twitch rewards this week, which is kind of a sigh of relief. They can take a bit to do sometimes, and it's good to try to stay up to date on them. I have around, it seems like I have 8 to do, but I think seven I actually have to do. One of them is like the long-term one. That's if I go 100k dry, I'll do that. So we've got some Shuckles. Let's get rolling on these Twitch rewards. If you don't know, Twitch rewards are a system in place where it's a way for me to give out Patrouski OT Pokemon for free because I don't want to charge people for them. That feels too weird. But a lot of people do want them. I get the request all the time. So the way to earn them is just by watching my stream. If you watch my stream on Twitch, you earn channel points for free, and you can redeem those and get a Patrouski OT Pokemon eventually for free. All I gotta do is watch the streams, and that's it. And that's kind of my. It has to be some barrier to entry because if I just spend all day sending, OT Pokemon to people who I wouldn't be able to play the game. I'd have no time, right? And it would lose me a lot of Pokeyen at some point, right? But I think this is a good little system that we have going, so let's work on it. Yeah, why are mineral male alphas so expensive right now? I would just bet money that someone started breeding Shalphas. It's crazy. Like, dude, that is insane. I bought my mineral male alphas. I might even have some more. I don't think I do, actually. Like, I bought mine during Shiny Wars for, dude, 20k, 30k a piece, and now they're 65, 70k. Like, it's crazy. If one person starts doing a proper Shalpha breed, fields are down a bit, that's good. Like, you could probably make some long-term flips on stuff like this, but I don't know if it's worth so much risk and stuff involved. But if someone starts breeding just one Shalpha, it eats up the market, and you've got to wait for more alpha swarms. It's a very slow-moving process. Fairies are probably always at a decent price because I'm sure so many people go for Shalpha Chansey. It's a female-only species. It's an interesting one. Dude, yeah, Shalpha breeding is just built different. All right, speaking of Shalpha breeding, I have 2 just breeds to do for Twitch rewards. No alphas involved. Dude, here's one of the Twitch rewards that got redeemed. I love when people do the 6x0 Shuckles. That's such a sick. It's such a sick. Let me actually make sure he wanted a specific gender. Please make male. I'm so glad I checked. I don't want to mess that up for him. Absolutely, I can make it male for you, dude. 6x0 is such a fun trophy Pokemon to make, dude. I love it. Yeah, I think most of my encounters on this shiny hunt have been single encounters. I think 6,000 or not even like 4,000 plus 3k. I think I had 6,000 or so encounters going into the event. I think 4,000 of which were ×5 hordes, and then I did around 3,000 Doug Trio hordes during the Shiny Wars itself. So I think around 7 or 8k. Let's say 8k. Keep it clean. I'd rather overestimate as well. 8k of my encounters this hunt are around ×5 hordes. They're around 20,000 singles. I've done a lot of single encounters this hunt, dude. Yo, morning, Pat. I feel like such a baby since I just hit 30,000 encounters on my hunt, and I'm so unmotivated. It's my first overrate. I super respect your honesty, and that's like just super real. I mean, all I can say is like if you push through this, it's gonna make like if you can push through on a 60k, 80k, whatever, how many encounters hunt, all the hunts afterwards are gonna be way easier, which is huge. And then you have to try. I know it's hard. It's just human nature. You have to try to expect it to some extent, right? The math that I always try to tell people is that around 4 out of 10 of your hunts should go over 30,000 and should go over rate. Almost 50%, like almost half of your hunts should go over. You should go dry for almost half your hunts. It sucks to hear, but that's the math. That's the binomial distribution that's out of my depth on it, which is super interesting. But you gotta keep it in mind, and it's just tough. And I always tell I tell people, I hope you get a shiny as soon as possible, man. Good luck to you. There's a huge difference as well. Like if you're doing 30,000 ×5 hordes, it's like, oh, come on, man. Of course you can keep going. But if you're doing like 30,000 singles, it's tough. If you've done 30,000 singles or fishing encounters or, God forbid, eggs, like that's good luck to you. That's brutal, dude. All right, the Shuckle hatch. It even has the particle effect, dude. That's beautiful. Let's send this off over to, I think, Danny. This was Danny. Danny AFK. Here you go, man. Beautiful Shuckle for him. This is a great question, Baby Lime, and I appreciate you speaking up so we can actually get some information out to other people who I'm sure are wondering the same thing. I watched all of your Lunar New Year event videos, but I'm confused. Do I need all regions done or 4 badges for redeeming tablets? I haven't started Unova yet, and I'm worried. To redeem the tablets, the more regions you have done, the better, because they're going to randomly spawn all around the different regions and all around the different worlds. So the more regions you have done, the better. it's going to help you dramatically. But I think you technically only need Sinnoh done, correct? To be able to, like, actually go access the Shaman location. But, like, if you only have Sinnoh done, you're going to have to wait for, like, specific mysterious tablet calls only in the Sinnoh region. Like, you really do need all regions done. Like, I always say, like, getting all regions done is, like, step one to PokeMMO. Once you get all regions done, the game begins. I know it's kind of a harsh take, but that's, like, just MMOs in general. Like, it's like leveling to 60 in World of Warcraft. Very, very similar. You've just got to put in that beginner effort to be able to have access to the full game. And it's a good thing. You shouldn't have access to the full game without actually earning it. I like that you have to earn unlocks and achievements and the ability to do certain things. I think it's a good thing. I think that, like, selective exclusivity makes those things much more meaningful and valuable. While I'm here, let me just go ahead and collect this I haven't done this in, forever. Let me collect this Pokeyen. There we go. 3.8 million is nice to see the cash tag go up. I could honestly just relist a bunch of this stuff as well. I have so much Pokeyen and stuff just sitting in here. A bunch of 2012s that I need to... The 2012 market, I will say, is just really dead right now. Rightfully so. The 2012 market is super, super quiet right now because it's fucking event season. Everybody's saving Pokeyen. Why would you go... Like, 2012s are kind of like a luxurious purchase. Why would you go buy, like, these collectibles? It's kind of like comparable to our IRL economy, where, like, collectibles have been going down in price aggressively over the past couple of years. Because why would you go buy collectibles when inflation is hitting super hard? And, like, McDonald's is now, like, fucking $13 for a meal. It's tougher to buy collectibles and buy these, like, above and beyond luxurious purchases when things are so expensive. So, like, everybody's saving Pokeyen, everybody's saving money for Lunar New Year event. Everybody's... If they're spending their money, they're spending their money on investments, which could be 2012 mons, but, like, they're really spending it on holiday event investments right now. So, yeah, the 2012 market is kind of like the most quiet it's been in a while, and it makes total logical sense as to why that's the case. So keep that in mind. Have you seen the prices for skull helmets? Have they gone up? I really like skull helmets. I think it's a very fucking cool vanity. 300k. They were at like 100k for a long time, weren't they? How many? I have a couple of those. I hope at least 3 or so. Okay, I have okay. I actually have way more than I realized. Dude, I have so many... This sounds really gloaty, so I apologize. It's kind of cringe, but I have so many investments in things that I don't know what I have. Like, I mean, let's look at my vanity list. Like, I don't know what I have in here. I have I have 2 of these. Why? I have so many random bouts of I have a bunch of, like, fishing caps. Those are, like, whatever vanities, but I have some, like, expensive-ish vanities just hidden throughout here that I forget about. Dude, there's just so many. A bunch. I have like 70. I have like 80 or so Kobans. I know that's been, like, one of the big vanity memers. I really like the ox horns. I think they're underrated. Mummy head wrap. Mage's hat is awesome. That's untradeable though. What are Kobans? I should check. Dude, I would love to, like, do, like, a full on. I've been wanting to do a series where I go through and I track. This happened a while ago. Just track all the market. Someone just needs to start a YouTube channel, or PokeMMO Investments come back. Like, there's so much to talk about with a Pokemon economy that you could just have a whole channel dedicated to it. It would be so sick to have someone putting in all their time and efforts into economy research and following the market and just seeing trends. It really is it matters a lot. It's super nice. What is the blue/red flaming skull called in game? I think it's literally called, like, flaming skull. The issue is there's none of those on the GTL because they're worth billions. I wonder if anyone... Let me check the Team Mr. roster and see if I can show you one on screen. I'm sure someone has one equipped. We've got all these rich vanities. Come on, show me a flaming skull mask. There we go. Turtle has one. Okay, thankfully. Thank you, Turtle. Turtle has, like, the orange flaming skull, right? So it's like a multi-billion dollar Pokeyen, vanity. That's why they're not on the GTL, because, like, it's literally worth more than the max cash tag, I believe. It's around that. They're really rare, really expensive. This Quacked has the blue one, so there's the blue one. Really rare, really expensive, very cool. A lot of people love them. Vanities need to stack. Holy shit, dude! I would love that. Yes, they really do. I hate that that all my vanities are spread out like this. I wish I could just see, like, oh, Kobans, I have like 80. Like the fact that, like, if I search up Koban What the hell? I have to count like this? Why can't I just stack them? Yeah, it'd be super, super nice. How is this Ditto 4K? This feels like a snipe. In what world is that Ditto? Even this Ditto. There's a lot of cheap ones here, I guess. But like, really? This is 4K? 25 plus in almost every stat. Even has... I mean, Calm Nature's not relevant on this one, but that's pretty insane. That's pretty wild. The profit per Ditto flipping right now is probably insane. Like, I feel like there's so many people... I don't need to pick gender. Just selling, you know, Dittos that, like, these are good Dittos that people do. They may sell a little slower because they have to find a specific breeder, but, like, I would buy a nice memer like that. But I guess how many people are preparing Pokemon in general right now is the other question. Like, I don't think you need any Pokemon heading into the Lunar New... Well, you need some heading to the Lunar New Year, which I cover in my preparation guide, but, I don't know, it is interesting. Like, good IV Dittos are just so cheap right now. Take advantage of that. Like, if you want to build comps, like, right now is the time to do it. Like, if you want to build really solid comps, 25 plus and everything, maybe 31 speed or whatever, dude, right now is the time. Go build your comps. It's just so good right now. I always say abuse when Dittos prices are cheap. Abuse, like, IV Dittos, abuse breeding. It's the best time to breed stuff for profit. Breed things for yourself, right, to make more money, like Typhlosions and such. Take advantage of the markets whenever they're in certain ebbs and flows, whichever fits whatever playstyle. This is okay. We went from a 6x0 Shuckle to a 6x31 Shuckle. Do you have a specific gender you want for this, JW Tree? This Sableye came out super nice. Sassy nature, 20 plus in every stat, except for like that's. I'm actually really happy with this. This is an awesome Sableye to send off. We're on to the last two Twitch rewards. Just a Bidoof, a wild caught Bidoof, and a random first encounter in Pinwheel Forest. How was your wedding food tasting? Dude, wait, what a cute question. Wait, how did you even know about that? What are you watching me flapping? Dude, I loved it. I went to my, me and Casey went to our wedding food tasting last night. It was super fun. I will say, dude, I was kind of shocked. Some of this, like, the stuff we picked is really good, but I was really disappointed by some. I was, like, really shocked. Like, they had, like, a buffalo chicken, like, pastry, and it was, like, not good. And they had, like, what else? They're full. I was so shocked. Any bad takes? This is the food take of the day. Dude, they served us a filet mignon that was mid. I couldn't believe it. I don't understand. The chef was so strange. He, like, was really not to, like, I'm the last person in the world to critique anything. Like, I'm not, like, harsh on food unless it's expensive, and wedding food's fucking expensive, so I'm gonna critique it and be kind of harsh on it. The filet looked like garbage on the outside. It was so bad. It looked like it had been sitting out for like 10 hours. What else? Thank you for the $1, man. I really appreciate that. Eric Lawrence, what's up, dude? The filet was super mediocre. The flank steak was super mediocre. The best thing was easily the bourbon lacquered pork chop, which I was shocked. That was awesome, which I love that kind of pork. I love that. But, like, we ended up not going with a steak option, which blew my... I'm a huge steak guy. I'm a huge beef guy. We ended up going with a salmon and pork option. I couldn't believe... Because they were so bad at preparing it. At least the filet was at least medium rare, but, like, it looked like they just, like, sous vide it or whatever the fuck, whatever that thing is. And then, like, they just left it out, and, like, there's no sear on it. Dude, it was hard to cut. It was fucking shit. What else? There were some really bad appetizers as well. There was some really bad stuff. Now, we picked all the good stuff. Don't worry. There was some really... I was just shocked, like, there was some really good stuff and some really bad stuff. All the chicken they served was dried to shit. I couldn't believe it. Holy fuck, dude. I'm not the best cook. I'm not one to complain about food that much, but goddamn, like, if they served me some of those things at a restaurant, like just a restaurant, like not even a wedding, but like a normal restaurant, I would have been, like, really disappointed. It was a huge bummer, dude. But some stuff was really good, so we picked all the good stuff. There was just some really good stuff, some really bad stuff. How much Pokemon would you need to make a high IV Munchlax? Munchlax is one of the most expensive Pokemon to breed because you can't use double braces on it. You have to use the essence or whatever. So I'm pretty sure, like, I have a really good Munchlax that I specifically bred. I'm pretty sure this Munchlax cost me 1.6 mil to make. Not joking. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. What the hell, Raphael? Yeah, this cost me 1.5 mil. Sassy nature, 4x31, and I wanted low speed. And like the particle effect, 1.6 mil, by the way, for 4 times. It was, I think I might have fucked up, but that was really expensive. Hey Pat, what's your opinion on Sleigh Bell ribbons? Saved up months, was able to afford it. Full outfit, done with red Unity cape, Sleigh Bell ribbons. The outfits you're saying sounds awesome. Red Unity Cape, Sleigh Bell Ribbons, Magma Outfit, Torch, and Flame Glasses. That's very cool. Sleigh Bell Ribbons are really expensive, right? They're like one of those older 80 mil, like, yeah, like Holly hair clip type. They're from 2017. That's kind of crazy that they're that new and they're that expensive. The Holly hair clips were 2 years prior. God damn, that's actually shocking that they're that expensive. That's pretty crazy to me. We caught this Venipede. Is this modest as well? I mean, Scollipede's a physically attacking Pokemon usually, but this is this is a great catch. Obviously, it doesn't work for this Pokemon, but like modest, 31 special attack, 20 plus in every. That's actually that's a wild catch. Not for the Pokemon, but a really sick catch. What's your 3 least favorite Pokemon? Scizor is my most hated, number 1, because of its competitive use. Is super annoying and super unfun. I would almost argue Scizor is uncompetitive. But it's kind of an aggressive. It's a very aggressive take. I don't like how Scizor is one of the hardest Pokemon to whittle down without a fire. Like, you have to have. It's just like rock paper scissors. You have to have a fire move, or you're fucked. Or like even a direct counter. Magnezone, you have to EV. You cannot. If I always talk about this, Magnezone is supposed to be the direct Scizor counter, but Scizor can actually one-shot Magnezone with close combat if he predicts the switch. And if you see team preview and you know they have a Magnezone and you have your Scizor out, you know damn well they're going to bring in their Magnezone. So if you just click CC against a team with Magnezone, you're probably going to one-shot their Magnezone. Like, this is a message to all Scizor players. If you're a Scizor player, put close combat on your Scizor. If your opponent has Magnezone, click it. If they don't have Magnezone in, they're obviously going to switch it in. If you fucking throw out your fucking CC, you're just gonna bop it. He is so hard to whittle down. He has access to Roost. He has access to a million different movesets, which are all good. Choice Band, Bullet Punch. He can go Jolly Swords Dance. Lion Gem Acrobatics, apparently. Life Orb. Like, he's a threat in like the 3 main. Like, so he can do so many things. He can do immediate, aggressive, insane impact with Choice Band, Bullet Punch with fucking priority. With Stab. He can do pretty good coverage. He can do Thief for utility and take off items, which I've seen AFC Adino do. He can have Pursuits, which is insane. I think Scizor, it's crazy. Like, I've been saying for a long time that Scizor is the most powerful Pokemon in PokeMMO, and only over the past couple months has it become the most used. It was like the second most used Pokemon for a really long time, but over the past like 6 to 8 months, it's become number 1. And I've been saying it's the strongest for like 3 years. I think Scizor is easily the strongest Pokemon in PokeMMO, even more than Garchomp. It's so goddamn powerful. I'm actually really glad you asked this. Hey, Pat, do you have a BP guide? I can't find where to buy Extreme Speed for Dragonite. Thankfully, nowadays, you actually don't need... You used to need BP for Dragonite. Nowadays, you do not. You just need Heart Scales, and you can relearn it with Heart Scales. So if you have a Dragonite, get Heart Scales, go talk to, I believe, this gray-haired guy, like any PC, and you can relearn. Yeah. I also have a guide on my channel called How to Teach Any Pokemon Any Move, or like how to learn any move on any Pokemon, and that covers, like, unironically how to learn any move on any Pokemon. It does. That video should hold up and should work. I was meant to ask, what can I spend BP on? Like, usually just, like, Pokeyen stuff. Like, there's very few Pokemon that need BP moves. One of the ones that I always talk about is Pikachu. Pikachu actually does need a BP move. Will like quote-unquote need. I guess, no, it does need extreme. Yeah, so Pikachu actually does need a BP move. Pikachu needs Extreme Speed. It's like, makes it so damn good in PvP. Pikachu's an awesome NU comp, but you have to get Vault Tackle and Extreme Speed. It's kind of difficult to get all the moves on it. You also need BP for Fly. So Pikachu is one of the few Pokemon that like actually does really need BP moves. But other than that, like most of the time, just you don't need BP for most things. Like just spend Pokeyen instead. Not sure if I should evolve my Pikachu into Raichu or let it with Light Ball for PvP. It's not even remotely close in my opinion. Pikachu is like always better than Raichu in every way. I mean, obviously Raichu's tankier. That's the bit. But like Pikachu is so much stronger with Light Ball. Because Light Ball doubles, okay? Doubles its attack and special attack. So its base stats become, 100 special attack and 110 attack. I love Pikachu and Enyu's one of my favorite mons. It's so aggressive. It's really good on like hyper aggressive offensive teams. Like if Ambipom, one of my favorite cores is Ambipom and Pikachu, because they both can go Fake Out and you get so much end priority, you get so much chip damage. It's ridiculous. So on Pikachu, my favorite moveset on Pikachu is like Fake Out, Extreme Speed, Vault Tackle, and then Vault Switch. It's so sick. Pikachu hits harder than Ozmil, which is really funny. Yeah, that's crazy. Pikachu is legit good. Like Dream Ball here or whatever. Yeah, Pikachu is really fun. And when you pair it with Ambipom, sometimes Ambipom is in NU, sometimes in UU. Whenever Ambipom is in NU, abuse the fuck out of it. If this thing ever drops to NU, it's always broken. It is, like, unironically, in my opinion, one of the most broken NU mons when it's in the tier. I've used it to gain free elo at times, and it feels stupid. It feels dumb. It's crazy, dude. Shiny Nick Shark redeemed. Oh man, he said, I really need help price checking this Pokemon. Yeah, you're gonna sell your Turtwig? Yeah, good meme, mate. Dude, congrats. He's literally just redeemed a price check via Twitch rewards just to flex. Just to flex. Kind of genius. Just to flex his Turtwig. Congratulations, man. It's an awesome shiny. We were saying earlier, like, how excited I am to just complete the Pokedex as a team. Complete the Team Mr. Shiny Wars. What am I saying? Shiny Pokedex. The first team in Pokemon to finish the Shiny Pokedex would be. I'm so excited, dude. I love Torterra, one of my favorite starter Pokemon. I'm so glad you got it, Nick Shark. Congratulations, man. Do you think we complete it this year? Yes, I think we do. Maybe that's too hopium. I think we do. We need what, like 10 or 15 Pokemon? I think that Team Mister could complete the Shiny Dex this year, which would be super, super huge. All right, here's the final Twitch reward of the day. There's your shinks that I caught for you. Nice. Thanks for watching, cats. You're awesome, dude. All right, we can finally get back over to sitting at the same Moltres spot for the next 30 hours. Let's get to it, fellas. Do IVs matter when you're doing the storyline? They don't. They help, but they're not needed. Nature helps way more. Like, you would so much rather have, I always say, like, a Scrafty, for example. You would so much rather have a Scrafty with, like, Adamant Nature and, like, a 15 attack IV, right? Versus a 31 attack IV Scrafty with, like, a neutral nature. Nature is really important statistically. 10% is huge comparatively to, like, a green number, I did just realize, this is kind of cool. Today is officially stream recap number 40, which is kind of neat. Technically, it's might be like stream recap 100 because I ended up resetting the number a shit ton because like every time there was an event, so like I would do like stream recap 1 through 30, and then the Christmas event would happen, and I would do like, okay, Christmas stream recaps 1 through 10 or 14 or whatever, right? Then like I would, after that, once the event's over, okay, stream recap number 1 again. So I'm probably at like stream recap 100 or something, which is pretty crazy, but I'm going to keep from now on, I'm going to keep the number going. Like after the most recent event, I kept the number, or after I kept it going. After Shiny Wars, for example, like I did its own stream recap for that, but I kept I went from like 37 or whatever to, yeah, now the same number now. And then I'm going to try to see, I would like to see how many stream recaps I could get up to. I think it's a really cool little way to keep track of progress. Hey, Patrouski, what are some cool utility mons, ×5 Horde locations, aside from Smeagol or Meowth I could shunt? You could always go for Torkoal. That needs Leppas. For like a Jimmy Run team. You could, what else? Off the top of my head. Not Shroomish or Breloom. I wish. I like Wooper/Quagsire for a damp Pokemon is a good ×5 Horde. You can go Rapidash or some sort of like Flame Body, like Litwick, Rapidash. You can go Hidden Ability. There's a ton of ways that like Flame Body utility shinies. Any high level Ghost type is honestly nice. So a bunch of shiny options there. What else? High level shiny utility mons. You could get a Parasect shiny and give it Hidden Ability, make it a damp catching Pokemon. What are other ×5 Horde utility Pokemon? Oh, there's a fair amount. ×5 Horde good utility mons. It's not a bad HM friend, but that's not a Horde. It's a single encounter hunt, excuse me. Which is always funny to me. Yeah, Torkoal. Whimsicott is ×3, I believe. Is there a ×5 for Whimsicott or Trotney? There might be. I'm not sure. Other utility mons. I should hopefully help out a fair bit. Excelgor is a good one. I have a shiny Excelgor. I'd have to like look at my shiny box to really go through. Sticky Hold is good. Or no, yeah, Sticky Hold, because it gives you it's good for fishing. If you want a fishing shiny hunt, Sticky Hold gives like a hugely increased chance for fish to bite. That's a good. Excelgor's a great shiny as well. Yeah, there's a lot of sweet scent. Yeah, there's so many shinies you could use as a sweet center. Hoppip and Surskit are two that I have. Blossom, pretty much any grass type for sure. Yep, runaway utility shinies like Dunsparce. I love Dunsparce. I have Raticates, which I use for runaway mons. Like, I have tons of swarm shinies like Spinarak or Ariados. Like, there are so many utility shinies that have ×5 hordes for sure. There's actually a good math talk in terms of efficiency. So Talon's asking, like, if I can't afford Leppas for a Dugtrio hunt, should I go do like the ×3 Diglett horde near a PC in Kanto? My instinct would be that it's probably worth to just wait until you can afford the Leppas, but let's do the math, right? So let's say that, you know, the Dugtrio hunt, you're gonna spend, is it 3 million Pokeyen or so per Leppa shiny on average? It's 100% encounter rate for Dugtrio as well, which is nice. So let's say 3 million Pokeyen's the cost, right? Now, that's gonna take you, let's do 30,000 encounter rate divided by 1,200 encounters per hour. You can even do more. With Leppas, doing ×5 hordes. That's 25 hours for the shiny, right? Now, what if you do the ×3 spot? The ×3 spot, you get around 600 encounters per hour on average. So let's do 30,000 divided by 600 ×3, no Leppas. That's 50 hours. So you are spending double the time to save 3 mil, right? Whereas if you did the Dugtrio hunt and then spent 25 hours doing gym reruns, you're going to make 7.5 mil. Yes, I would say, in my opinion, I mean, obviously, if it's fun for you, do whatever's fun for you at the end of the day. It's good to balance efficiency and fun. But in my opinion, I would go either do gym runs or save up the Pokeyen for the Leppas and then just hold off until you can do the trio. Yeah, that's my thoughts. Now, if you're only hunting, there's an argument where if you're only hunting Dugtrio to for sure breed it down to Diglett, there's kind of an argument there. But even then, it's like time is more valuable than Pokeyen, even so. But it's a good math to break out. Is there a chance that Pokemon will implement a quote-unquote dungeons system? I could be wrong. This is all speculation. I think that there is an extremely high chance. There already exists a temporary form of raids/dungeons in 2 different formats during the Christmas event and the Lunar New Year event within PokeMMO Yearly. Now, they recently actually removed that event from the most recent Xmas event, which kind of shows me they're kind of working on a permanent one instead of temporary ones for the events. That's how I perceive it. They're also teasing a massive, quote-unquote, game-changing mechanic similar to alphas being added, coming up with this Lunar New Year event, which should be happening in the next 2 to 3 days. Now, it is technically possible that we get raids/dungeons in Pokemon in the next 2 to 3 days. Do I think it's realistic? I kind of doubt it, but I could be wrong. I would be happy to be wrong. I think that the developers know that the #1 update they could add to the game, literally the #1 update they could add to the entire, in my opinion, is raids/dungeons. So many players need that piece of endgame content to go do. They need some sort of like, okay, I'm at endgame. Let's do the thing. Let's go do raids. And it would just be fantastic. I love these devs are so good. I love the PokeMMO devs. They truly are like actual geniuses. Now there's some really good fair critiques. Their communication is pretty piss poor. Their communication, their ability to hit deadlines, the scaredness to set deadlines, yet they still kind of do set deadlines. Like the Soon TM. There's a lot of critiques about the PokeMMO devs, but at the end of the day, they're the only people who could run this game. They truly have revolutionized the Pokemon MMO genre, and they deserve that respect. And if you want to critique something, just do it nicely, do it politely, and don't ad hom. Talk about the game. They get developers in general get way too much critique in video games, for sure. Is it possible to egg hunt for a shiny alpha starter, or are they locked because of RMT? They're definitely not locked. They're just really rare and really expensive. I think Shadow just did a video actually. PokeMMO Investments, just a really cool comeback video, did a video covering like the curse of people who have gotten shiny alpha starters, and how like half of people. So I think there's only been like 4 or so confirmed Shalpha starters. That's how goddamn, like 4 in the entire game. That's how rare they are. I think half of them have been banned. Go watch it. It's a great video. I recommend you want to watch it. PokeMMO Investments on YouTube. Look that up and it should pop up. It's a really interesting, funny video. What is RMT? RMT is real money trade, or like RWT, RMT, real world trade, real money. It's like trading. You cannot spend IRL dollars to buy something in PokeMMO from another player. It's like against the rules in like pretty much any MMO ever. Yep. Okay, this is technically a second food take of the day. Crispy fried onion straws are one of the best foods on the planet. You know those like onion little like not like onion rings, but those little crispy fried onions. It's like French's like fried onions. I think they're a company that does it. Yeah, crispy. Yeah, French's crispy. Those on a burger, on a sandwich, put them on anything. A cheesesteak, put those on anything. They are so goddamn good. Do you think the Wishing Stone will have a use on this Lunar New Year event? This is gonna be the most boring answer. We just have no idea. I have no idea. I feel like the Wishing Stone, I feel like it's gonna be tough because they're gonna want to make it an interesting reward, but not too interesting, because I don't think it would be pretty brutal. Like someone said, like Jirachi or whatever. It'd be kind of brutal in my opinion if like people couldn't. I guess what's the word? I don't want people to be, as someone who did the Wishing Stone grind, at a blind, you know, for no reason, right? I don't want people to be excluded who didn't. That feels really mean and really brutal. Like, if you want to exclude someone because they didn't put in the hard work and effort, but they knew that they were miss out on this reward, that's one thing. But to like people who didn't put in the hard work and effort, because they didn't know what the reward at the end of the tunnel would be, is a little tougher. I think that's tough. Now, if the Wishing Stone, I could see maybe happening is like, maybe the Wishing Stone gives you a huge advantage, right? So like, maybe like, if Jirachi were to come out or whatever, maybe Jirachi would release with a similar grind to the Shaman grind, right? But if you just already but if you already have it, you could be like one of the first people to get it, and you could also like sell Jirachis for like a bunch of money, like first things first. That'd be interesting. Like, I think a huge advantage would be good, but it's a little sketchy with like, I don't want people to be too 50% shiny boost on Jirachi encounter. Yeah, a huge advantage would be cool. I think a huge advantage would be super really cool for the Wishing Stone. But I don't want people to be necessarily excluded because they didn't even know what they were being excluded. I'm all up for exclusionary content where it's needed. Like end game stuff should be exclusionary. You should have to work for it. But if you didn't even know what the reward is or was, that's a little harsher. You know, that's I'm a little less in favor of. Yeah, maybe it's an economical thing. Maybe they don't want too many people to have the reward or something. That's a really interesting point. You're not wrong. We'll just have to see, man. We'll have to see. My guess would be something like an extra Shaman attempt. That's actually pretty interesting. I would happily, trade my Wishing Stone for an extra Shaman attempt. That's pretty dope. For that, I just want that hyper rare chance of a shiny Shaman, being the first shiny Shaman owner, man. I'm excited. It's crazy how much PokeMMO history is going to be made in the next, like, 3 days. Like, it's very likely that someone will get the first shiny Shaman this year. It's also extremely likely that PokeMMO devs have said they're adding a huge game-changing mechanic similar to alphas and similar to hidden abilities being added. This event, like, this might be one of the largest, if not the biggest, game-impacting Lunar New Year events, I think, ever. I think it's really like it's being underhyped. I feel like I've not seen like as many enough videos, or like I feel like this is like wildly. I feel like this is one of the most underhyped events in a long time because everybody's so tired from other events, and I'm tired from Shiny Wars and stuff. Like I feel like it is seriously one of the most underhyped events in PokeMMO for a while. I can only hope, and I'll make this announcement now. I like really request that everybody who encounters Shaman this year, please record it in some fashion. It would be a dream come true if the first person to get shiny Shaman could get it on recording. That would be like a big deal. Like whenever there's a chance for a historic moment in PokeMMO, I record, man. Like whether it's for your YouTube upload, for just to have it, man. Forum posts, like whatever. It's really, really cool to have that piece of history. Has that happened with any of the legends? I don't know if I don't think I've seen a single recording of a shiny legendary. That's a great question. I don't think I have. I think it's all been screenshots. And like in-game like links and stuff. Wow, yeah, sadly, I don't think anybody has recorded a shiny legendary like encounter. That'd be super cool to see. You know what? I'm sorry, guys. I love you so much. It's been a great stream. I had a lot of fun this stream. I've been live for 4.5 hours. I'm gonna call it for now. I want to go play bugged them. Thanks for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed. Dislike if not. That's totally okay. Subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys with the Lunar New Year event. I'm just super excited for it. Follow me on Twitch for streams, usually Monday through Thursday at 12 p.m. ET. Discord's down below for updates on my content and help during the Lunar New Year event itself. And if you want to go above and beyond and support my content, fan funding goes a super long way. YouTube memberships, Twitch Primes, Twitch subs, and PayPal/Venmo helps out a ton. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. I will see you guys later. Peace, Reno.
Thank you so much for watching until the very end of the video, and I hope it was a positive asset to your day. The same way everybody listed here is a positive asset to my day, going above and beyond and allowing me to make content every single day. Thanks so much for watching, and have a good one.